Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show with your host Ram today. In this particular Cricket Happening Show, what we are going to look at is, first I'm going to start off with some news as far as cricket is concerned. The first news that I have is about the Champions Trophy. Well, the Champions Trophy, the first warm-up match today was going to be played between Pakistan and Sri Lanka. And well, I would say the Champions Trophy warm-up matches have not started according to expectations, as the match between Pakistan and Sri Lanka was abandoned without a ball being bowled. So that is the news, the first news that I would like to talk about. After that, I would like to briefly give you some cricket news. So as far as cricket news goes, right now we can say the Champions Trophy is going to be starting from 6th of June, with the curtain raiser being the India versus South Africa match. And just talking about some cricket news now. Well, the first thing that I would like to talk about is we will talk about the one would have heard, as I said, today there's not much of cricket happening, so basically I just would be dwelling on some cricket news. Now, as far as cricket news goes, the first news that I would like to really cover is, now people might have not heard about this player much. His name is Fawad Ahmed. Now, Fawad Ahmed actually hails from Pakistan, and currently he is in Australia. But the reason that I am speaking about Fawad Ahmed is because he is a person who has made a lot of news headlines in Australia, for the simple reason that he is a genuine leg spinning bowler, and he has got lots of praise from cricket legends like Shane Warne, Stuart McGill is one among them, who has praised him highly. Well, as far as Fawad Ahmed is concerned, as I said, he is aged 31. He actually was born in Pakistan, and he played 10 first-class matches over there. He migrated to Australia as an asylum seeker, and he played for Victoria, and that's what really impressed everybody, because he took in the Sheffield Shield, he took 16 wickets in 3 games, and now Stuart McGill thinks pretty highly of him, and as you know, Australia, after the departure or the retirement of the great cricket legend Shane Warne, was absolutely poor. But now this is some good news. Now, talking about Fawad Ahmed, he's a right arm, a genuine leg spinner, and the reason that I'm speaking about him today is because in Parliament in Australia, there could be a new law which could be passed. Now, whether that law, if the law is passed, then it is a possibility that Fawad Ahmed will be there for the Ashes tour of England, because there's one post which is still vacant. They've just kept it open, and if that happens, then what would happen is that this right arm leg spinner, of whom much has been talked about, would actually don the Australian colours, because he would be getting an Australian passport, and he automatically becomes eligible to play for Australia under the citizenship laws of Australia. Now, there is a bill. Right now he is not eligible, but if there is going to be there is going to be a bill passed in Parliament today, which is going to enable the person who actually migrates to become get some quick citizenship. So under the current system, so right now he doesn't have an Australian passport, but if this law is passed, I wouldn't be really going into that law really, but I would just like to say here that if that law is passed, then one would see this particular bowler, his name is Fawad Ahmed, a right arm leg spinner, genuine leg spinner. One would be seeing him donning Australian colours, and he would be selected for the Ashes tour. So that is something that I would like to start off with. Now we would keep an eye on the Champions Trophy. Keeping an eye on the Champions Trophy, we all know that West Indies have a new captain in Dwayne Bravo. Now Darren Sammy is going to be Darren Sammy has been a very successful captain. He is the one who has led from the front. Well, I tend to believe, even though Dwayne Bravo has been given the reins, I thought that, Darren Sammy, being a captain of the Test matches, being a captain of the 2020 World Cup, which West Indies won for the first time, one would have been tempted to think that Darren Sammy, in my opinion, should still have been the captain of this West Indies cricket team, because I thought he brings a lot of flavor into the team. Not only that, he also leads by example. He's a genuine all-rounder. He can bat well, he bowls well, leads well, but still I would this is something that I and you can't be really deciding. It is something the West Indies Cricket Board have decided. So probably they know what they are doing, and we have a new captain for the first time, and leading in a major event is something that Bravo would definitely relish. It's Dwayne Bravo. And Dwayne Bravo, let me tell you, he's coming on some very, very good performances in the IPL. He was the highest wicket taker in the Indian Premier League 2013. So that will really is something that he would like to take it on in England. So Dwayne Bravo will be captaining the West Indian side for this particular Champions Trophy, and he'll be leading the side for the first time in such a great event. The other news that is coming in as far as not the Champions Trophy, let me keep my eyes fixed on the Champions Trophy and speak. I'm just trying to see whether I have any other news that I can cover as far as the Champions Trophy is concerned. No, there's nothing really coming up. So just talking about, as I said today, the first warm-up game which was going to be played between Pakistan and Sri Lanka, unfortunately was a complete washout. So it was the play was abandoned without a ball being bowled, which was very sad, both the teams. Now as far as Sri Lanka is concerned, Sri Lanka have made a lot of in the sense they have made a lot of arrangements. In fact, they have prepared himself thoroughly for this Champions Trophy, I reckon, because some of the players were actually doing duty in the IPL. But what was very important was that there were some lot of players who were there in Sri Lanka. They had a game where they have a Sri Lanka A team and rest of Sri Lanka squads. They had a sort of a tournament there in which Dinesh Chandimal was the captain of the team, and he led the team to victory. Now it was not regarding the victory. What was it? Because they were practicing in Kandy. As you know, he's the vice captain of the Sri Lankan team. What was very important as far as this is concerned, because when you're going to play in English climes, what you have to really look at is how you're going to negotiate the swing and seam bowling, because that is something, because weather conditions play a great role in England, and especially when you have the cloud cover on, the ball really swings like a banana, and any swing bowler would really benefit from it. So Sri Lankan Cricket Board, I thought it was a good ploy on them. What they did is they decided to play their matches in certain areas in Sri Lanka where exactly the ball used to move about, so that the batsman gets accustomed to it. And I thought that was a great preparation. One will know when Sri Lanka play in the Champions Trophy what really comes out of it. But I think I would really commend the Sri Lankan Cricket Board for going in such a direction. And also the other thing that I would like to talk about is that Chandimal himself he took this as an opportunity to iron certain flaws that he had in his technique as far as limited overs were concerned, and so that is something good, because Chandimal, as you know, is the vice captain of the Sri Lankan team. So he has taken it in that spirit. So he in fact spurned down the offer that was given to him to play in the Indian Premier League. If, dear friends and subscribers, you don't really remember, yes, he really spurned down a very good offer in the Indian Premier League just to practice here in Sri Lanka and get ready for the great event that is the Champions Trophy starting in England on 6th of June. Well, the other news that I would like to talk about is as you know, the test matches, as you know, New Zealand lost the test series 2-0. Focus shifts on to Friday, that is tomorrow, when the first one-day international is going to be played between New Zealand and England. These are 3 one-days which are going to be, and these 3 one-days are going to get finished just before the Champions Trophy. As far as news about that is concerned, New Zealand, you're going to see something new happening as far as New Zealand is concerned. The first thing that you're going to see is that one would remember one of those very, very big hitters of the ball. He has not played much of cricket for Australia, but one knew that Luke Ronchi used to play for Victoria, and he was one of those big hitters of the ball. And he also got, at once upon a time, he held the record for the fastest century in one-day international cricket in Australia. Now, Luke Ronchi, what he has done is he has actually shifted allegiance to New Zealand. Australia, there's a lot of competition for places. So, what Luke Ronchi has done is he has migrated to New Zealand, and he has got a New Zealand passport now. So that makes him actually eligible to play for New Zealand. And well, in this first one-day international, what one hears is that Luke Ronchi might be a certainty, and he might be making his debut in the first one-day international at Lord's. So that is something which is interesting. So he'll make his New Zealand debut, I would say, because already he has made his debut for Australia in one-day internationals. But this is the second country that he would be making his debut for, and New Zealand. And he has been in some good form in the domestic matches in New Zealand. He scored lots of runs. So it will be very interesting. And let me tell you, Luke Ronchi coming in at the top of the order would really put some pressure on the bowlers. If he's going to live up to the billing that he's supposed to be, then I think he could be quite a nightmare for the English pace and swing bowlers. But yes, it's not going to be easy, because England also have boasts of a very good attack. They are coming on the heels of a very good test victory. But I thought that Luke Ronchi will have a real test, and wish good luck to Luke Ronchi, who has shifted his allegiance to New Zealand. Now, as far as the other news about this particular one-day international series is concerned, the first one-day international, as you know, Trent Boult, very unfortunately for New Zealand, who has been doing some great work, and I thought he has become the bulwark for New Zealand as far as a strike bowler is concerned, even though Tim Southee is there. Trent Boult not playing in the, he's a left-arm quickie, and Trent Boult not playing in the, he's out of the series because of his injury, which is sad. But what is very sad is that New Zealand are going to miss him a lot as far as the Champions Trophy is concerned, because that is one major event that one wanted Trent Boult to be fit, because Trent Boult is such a bowler. He really believes in hitting the deck, moves the ball about, and I thought he could have been quite a handful in England in English conditions in one-day internationals. And I thought that is not a good thing which is happening for New Zealand, but unfortunately one has to live with it. And this is what injuries does. As far as injuries are a great part, it's a part and parcel of international cricket. So unfortunately for New Zealand, there won't be Trent Boult, and Trent Boult's place will be taken by the other bowler, Ian Butler from New Zealand, will replace him. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, on this note, very unfortunately today, the first warm-up match of the Champions Trophy 2013 between Pakistan and Sri Lanka ending in a washout. It's on a sad, not a sad note, it's on a very grim note that I am actually ending this cricket happening show, that there was no play possible because of rain in the Champions Trophy 2013 in this first warm-up match of this particular tournament. Well, dear fans, friends and subscribers, that's it from me, your host Ram, for today. See you all tomorrow. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.